convenient monthly payments for qualified buyers. Visit nopaycarrier.com. That's nopaycarrier.com. Carrier, turn to the experts.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Day and night, PGW puts our energy into keeping you safe at home. PGW's 24/7 safety monitoring, infrastructure upgrades, and industry expertise help to deliver the essential energy you rely on and trust. And every mile of infrastructure we upgrade keeps energy delivery in Philadelphia more clean and more affordable. When you see us in your neighborhood, we're working harder than ever to stay on schedule and continue the work of keeping you safe at home. Remember, natural gas smells on purpose. Smell us? Tell us. PGW.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Ask about Wi-Fi backup for your business, or get started with reliable internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 150 megabit per second internet. EcoBill and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Pennsylvania football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown, and he throws an awesome block so his teammate can score instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Everyone knows the most exciting part of football is the score. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Place a first touchdown scorer wager today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Zach Gelb with Honesty Sportsman and sponsored by BetMGM, the sportsbook board in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. After the game between Michigan and Ohio State, Michigan players, while celebrating a victory, planted their flag on the Buckeyes field, and the Ohio State players, instead of just taking their L back to the locker room, tried to start a fight. However, maybe next time this broken Ohio State team should just be more concerned about showing that fight during the game instead of overreacting to an innocuous celebration after it. I'm Zach Gelb.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Live from the Tasty Cake Studio. Sports Radio 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station. This is the Players Lounge on your home for Eagles football. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Oh, yeah. Pour me some gin and juice. Welcome back to Sports Radio 94 WIP. It is the Chickies and Pete's Players Lounge. We're Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. Hey. Hugh Douglas, Eliot Shorr-Parks.
What up?
I'm your host, Ike Reese. And we're here at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly, the #1 sports bar in North America. We got the Players Lounge going on tonight. Eliot, Hugh, what's up, fellas? What's going on, man? We got another victory. Man,
I knew it would be a packed house tonight, too.
And they all here to see you.
Exactly, yeah.
Got back in town, did his thing. So, E, you were down at the game.
Yes.
You were down at the game.
It was cold.
Eagles, 8 straight wins, man. I got to be honest with you. Now, I pick the Eagles every week to win.
Obviously.
It's part of mine. It's part of who I am.
Yeah.
But this is one game on the schedule that I didn't have as much confidence. Now, I will say this. I had more confidence in them winning this game this week leading up to the game than prior to the season.
Same. When the schedule came out, this felt like a loss.
Yes, this is the game I had put down as a loss. Yes, that's a quick way to getting to the point there. I appreciate that.
There you go.
You got away with words, son.
Why I'm up here.
You're going to make it far in this business. You're going to make it far in this business.
You got talent.
I got to tell you, I was thoroughly surprised and pleasantly surprised at how the Eagles, they withstood Baltimore's first big swing, right? They withstood that, and boy, did they bounce back and had Baltimore on the ropes. I understand missed field goals and extra points and all that type of stuff, but watching that Baltimore offense, and I've watched them several times this year play, this is one of the best games as far as a defense I've seen, other than the Steelers playing against them, that I've seen anybody play against Baltimore. To me, yesterday was another win that was led by the Eagles defense.
Yeah, and look,
Why you looking at me when you saying
well, look at you guys down
because your
there.
beard's about to be green in about a month. That's why. But
I mean, listen,
I wasn't going to bring up anything.
Listen, I'm okay with that. Like, I am okay with that.
I think it'll look good.
But I'm going to ride this thing. I got 5 weeks, and it's not, when I say I got 5 weeks, not like I'm being disrespectful to this defense.
Sure you are.
It's just that I'm just going to keep this tape for as long as I can.
You were just rooting for Lamar to keep going when he was running
you know
late
what?
in the game.
You know, not now, like, true story. I know a couple of weeks ago, I've had some questionable times when I might have been accused of rooting for points. But yesterday, I was proud of those guys. But let me tell you why I was proud. Because coming out of the half, Baltimore Ravens had the ball.
Take that 49ers sweatshirt off. Good job.
The Ravens had the ball for the whole third quarter.
Yeah.
And didn't get no points out of it.
Well,
that was impressive.
It's crazy. You think about the game, and they did dominate, I think, a lot of the second half, or at least when it mattered.
Yeah.
But the Ravens had multiple chances to take the lead there. Like, there was a stretch in the third where the offense had a few 3-and-outs, and the defense held the game for them. But I'll just say, like, being at the stadium, being in that, like, Baltimore, I think, no matter their defense isn't as good, but it's still a place you think of in the NFL as that's a tough place to go play, especially when it's cold, especially with what that defense is known for.
Lamar doesn't even lose the NFC team.
Yeah, and they still have a good defensive line.
There was only a second loss in his whole entire career.
Although I think
that's crazy.
I think Jalen's 13-1 versus the AFC now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he has a pretty good record.
Oh, he's undefeated.
He's undefeated against the North.
Is he really 13-1?
I think he was 12-1 going into the game. Yeah,
okay.
So,
okay.
But I'll just say, like, leaving the stadium and just listening to the radio today, the thing that really stands out to me about that win is, as much as that collapse sucked last year, and it wasn't fun for anybody, Nick, Jalen, the fans, us, right? Like, it was painful. There is no question. Oh, I thought I was getting booed, but that's Cooper. Yeah.
And you know what? I tell you, I
guess he has arrived.
But just real quick, what I would say is they are definitely battle tested for having gone through that. Like, it wasn't fun, but going through that collapse and reemerging from it, Nick's better for it. Jalen's better for it. The players are better for it.
I agree.
And while we look at other teams like the Lions are viewed as tough, and they are. They're a good team. The Lions have been everyone's sweetheart for 2 years. They haven't been to the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl. They haven't had everyone question their job security for 6 months. And what you saw yesterday, to your point, Ike, is this team knows how to get hit and not go down. And you don't do that without the collapse and reemerging from it.
No, I agree. Hugh. Your thoughts on yesterday?
No, what got me was that in that third quarter, that I was talking about, this team didn't look tired.
Yep.
You know, coming out of the half, they were trying to get Derrick Henry going. They were definitely trying to get him going. But this team didn't look tired. They looked dominant. They imposed their will that whole second half, and they looked rejuvenated coming out of that. Like, we in week 13. Was it 13 in the NFL season?
Week 13. Yeah, week 13. Yep.
And that's the first time I got it right out the gates. I'm proud of myself.
Week 14 next week. Yeah.
So for them to play that way against that physical team and look the way that they did, that's impressive. And another thing, I don't know, even with the defense that we had with Jim Johnson, I don't think we rose that quickly. I don't think we rose as fast as this defense had. You talk about this defense was ranked like 26 last year.
Yeah.
Not at number 1.
Right.
I don't think we did that when we played, did we? I know we jumped.
Yeah.
But we didn't jump like that.
But I do think part of that is the coaching on the defensive side of the ball last year underperformed with the talent they had, right? I mean, Darius Slay is still a good corner.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter is still a good player, right? Like, Reed Blankenship's still here. But I do think Vic Fangio, to his credit, like, I questioned some of his moves earlier in the year. I was obviously wrong, and he was right. Like, this defense is unbelievable. Since week 6, they're giving up 13 points a game. And what's surprising to me, or I should say impressive, is it really is everybody. Like yesterday, Jordan Davis had one of his best games in an Eagles uniform. And he hasn't had a great year. He's had bad games. He's not been great against the pass. But when he was on the field yesterday, Derrick Henry averaged less than 3 yards a carry. And that's what you have to be if you're Jordan Davis, if you're going to be worth the pick they spent on you. So the fact everyone's contributing, I think, really adds to the impressiveness of it.
Oh, I totally agree. Give me a quick synopsis on what you thought about the offense yesterday. We got Cooper DeJean is in the building. He'll be joining us coming up in a second. Eagles sensational rookie.
One half
cornerback.
Of the exciting whites.
One half.
Other half's right here,
Well, yeah. I was going to say it's almost more than a half. It's like 1/3 or 1/5 of the exciting whites. We got a few of them on the team.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just him and
those are the only two that on the shirt.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Them the only two exciting.
I'm just being
whites
inclusive.
on the shirt. I know, and I know you're trying to be all inclusive, and I'm chopping away at that every time out my mouth. I mean, but I just think it was a catchy phrase. I think it was just.
Good. We got time to get into that. Let me get about the offense though yesterday and what the offense did. Saquon, fourth quarter offensive line, they did what they normally do, which is wear teams down. I thought Jalen played a very efficient game yesterday. Yep. I know we like to look at numbers, and I understand that too. Sometimes I can do the same thing. But when you watch that game, that wasn't a game to me that was about numbers. It was about moments, and plays needed to be made.
And they made
those big moments. And I thought the offense did that when they needed to.
Yeah, rewatching the game today, I thought Jalen had a great game. He put the ball in harm's way exactly 0 times. The one time there was that bad snap, he picked it up and turned it into a touchdown. I thought he outplayed Lamar. Like, Lamar put the ball in harm's way a few times there. They're lucky a few of those fumbles got recovered if you're Baltimore.
Yeah. You know what the unfortunate thing about the way Jalen's playing is because the game manager, when you basically present somebody that way, it's considered a negative.
Yeah.
When you look at Jared Goff, for example, he's what you would consider a game manager. When you talk about what their running backs are able to do and how they don't throw the ball as much, I think that a lot of times, and another thing was, we were talking about how Jalen couldn't bring a team back. They were down 9 points, and he brought them back.
Yeah.
Well,
so he was able to do that. It's just unfortunate that the bar. And I heard the dude Reese call in, like, that was a ridiculous call, man. Like seriously, if you don't like Jalen, just say you don't like Jalen, because you're hurting yourself trying to make up reasons why this young man isn't good. They gave him $250 million for a reason.
I mean, that 3rd and 7 throw to Goddard was huge.
Nice throw.
Yeah, yes. But the other thing I'd say about the offense too, and Jalen aside, like, I think when every team plays Baltimore, like, this is our week, we have to be tough. We have to prove it. You can't just be tough 1 week. Like, that has to be built. And what I took from that game yesterday was this offense has spent 2 months pushing people around. And so when they went into Baltimore and that's what it required to win, they were ready to do it. Like, that offensive line from the first snap, first play of the game, 12-yard run to Saquon right up the middle. I thought that was a tone setter for what they were going to do that time.
8 straight wins. Head coach Nick Sirianni, that's all he does is win football games. Eliot,
that's all I've been saying.
I passed the baton. I see you have run with it, and you're out there basically making sure Coach Sirianni gets his respect.
He should be Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
He should certainly be in the conversation. For as much as we talk about Saquon MVP, Nick Sirianni has Eagles playing better than any team in the NFL, and he deserves credit for that.
I agree. I totally agree. Well, okay, enough of us talking. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll bring the star of tonight's show in here into the Players Lounge to get his thoughts. All the exciting whites are going wild in here tonight. Hugh, you see him?
I see him.
You see him?
The exciting whites.
Oh, I love it. And we get to use that term. They've given us permission, so it's all good. It's all good. Cooper DeJean coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, right here on 94 WIP.
The NFL plays on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Tonight, the Broncos host the Cleveland Browns. Coverage starts at 7:30. Touchdown! Your home for the Eagles and the NFL on Westwood One.
Time to go out there and handle business, man.
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
The Piazza Auto Group is proud to have served as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles radio network for over 20 years. As we hope for another championship, it's the perfect time to drive home in the new or certified pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting. The Piazza Auto Group features 18 brands, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. To find the location nearest you or to shop their extensive inventory, visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit PA1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
Norwegian Cruise Line's Black Friday sale is here. Get ready to lock in the year's best deal with 50% off all cruises, NCL's all-new More at Sea package, and $250 free with Cruise First. You'll enjoy unlimited open bar, specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Heading to the Eagles game? Stop by the WIP Toyota Tailgate Zone next to the Wells Fargo Center to meet Jason Avant. Enter for a chance to win Eagles Dallas tickets and a Jason Avant signed jersey. Thanks to your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL.
Let's talk about the holiday gift she really needs this year. Not a new household appliance, not another gift certificate. What she really needs is at Benari Jewelers. Things that she can wear every day to the grocery store and gym, date nights and special occasions. Tennis bracelets, diamond stud earrings, colored gemstones set, and a stunning pendant. All under one roof. Benari Jewelers, the area's largest selection and latest designs from the world's premier designers. 2 locations, Exton and Newtown Square. Online at BenariJewelers.com.
Where will Jalen look this year? Left, right, over the middle? He's a smart guy. He'll be looking for the Deborah Heart and Lung Center Red Zone, and with good reason. Like the birds, Deborah has raised the bar on cardiac excellence by being named a high-performing hospital by U.S. News and World Report. And our alliance with Cleveland Clinic Heart, Vascular, and Thoracic Institute means that our patients get the highest quality of care that they deserve. After all, when it's your heart, your red zone, you don't take chances. DemandDeborah.org.
Ooh, we got a question. Brian W. asks, it's the holiday season and I'm looking for deals. Is Xfinity having a Black Friday sale?
Well, Brian, our best deals of the year are here. Get iPhone 16 Pro on us. Just ask us how. Plus, you can also get fast, reliable Xfinity internet with a line of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited for a great low price.
So don't wait. Bring home a new iPhone 16 Pro built for Apple Intelligence.
And connect to reliable 5G and Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig on Xfinity Mobile.
That's a big deal.
More like a gig deal.
Now through December 3rd, ask how to get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us with an unlimited Plus line. Plus, get 300 megabit Xfinity internet and an unlimited mobile line together for only $35 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/Black Friday sale to learn more. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing or auto pay with your bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity internet. Gig speeds available via hotspots to Xfinity Mobile customers only. Reduced speeds after use and monthly data included with your data option. Actual internet speeds and data thresholds may vary.
PNC Private Bank knows that anything can happen on the gridiron, and being prepared goes a long way. It's not so different with your wealth. Having a dedicated local team of specialized advisors who take a calculated, disciplined approach to managing your wealth leads to a lot of wins. The PNC Private Bank team knows that just like in football, that kind of preparation is good for your financial game. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Shop Black Friday deals now at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And get 2 free select tools with purchase of a select combo kit or battery kit from brands like Cobalt, Craftsman, and DeWalt. Hurry and shop these savings only for a limited time because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Back to the Players Lounge. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
I still blend in pretty well when I'm walking around.
Hey! A little different. Billie Jean. Welcome back to Sports Radio 94 WIP. Monty G, I'm going to need you to pipe down just a little bit.
Hey, he had that Cooper rap ready to go.
Yes, it threw me off. This is the Chickies and Pete's Players Lounge. We are at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. And that is the great, legendary Monty G you hear in the background that you've been hearing the last 2 hours in the background on the radio. We all love Monty G. Well, we got a special guest in the house who joins us here in the Players Lounge for the second time. We got Eagles sensational rookie Cooper DeJean in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
And since Coop is here, and it's been 8 straight of these things, you get to feel what it feels like on a Victory Monday here. Victory! There we go. Well, congratulations on another outstanding performance, Cooper, from the guys yesterday. Now, we sit here, we're like 3 defensive guys plus Eliot.
Yeah.
He's a defensive
An offensive guy,
he plays like soccer defense.
It's 3 defensive guys plus Eliot here.
Yeah, I can play either side of the ball.
Yeah, we were all impressed, man, as we have been all year long with this defensive unit's performance every week. And again, yesterday, you guys answered the call, going up against one of the best offenses in the league, a 2-time MVP winner in Lamar Jackson. We know what King Henry has done, rushed for over 2,000 yards. He's a 2-time rushing champion. And quite frankly, in that building, Baltimore rarely loses, let alone to an NFC team. Lamar had only lost to an NFC team once in his career, which I think is amazing, 25-1. But you guys go down there, man, and got off to a little bit of a slow start, but seemed like y'all. I saw you talking last night to John Clark. CJ and GJ had gathered you guys together over on the sideline, and seemed like you all settled down from that point moving forward. Yeah. Just your thoughts on yesterday's game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, going into Baltimore and playing a tough opponent, it's always great to be able to come out with a win in any way. But like you said, we got off to a little bit of a slow start. I think we were just hurting ourselves. We had a couple of penalties, really on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Special teams too.
But we just had to settle in. That was the message. CD shared on the sideline and the coaches as well. Just to settle in, play our game. We were doing uncharacteristic things those first couple drives. But once we got settled in and got a feel, for their offense and for the game a little bit, I think we played well down the stretch.
I wonder, going into the game, right? All we hear about is how physical Baltimore is, and they have that reputation. They've earned it for 20 plus years now, from the Ray Lewis days. They've earned that reputation, and they uphold it. I just wonder how much was that discussed by you guys during the week? Is that something that you guys go into the game and saying to yourselves, no, we're going to match their physicality with our physicality? So I just wonder what the team's mindset was going into that game.
Yeah, that's been the message all year. Is to be the most physical team on the football team or football field. And we want to make teams match our physicality. We want to be the most physical team out there every single Sunday or Monday, Thursday, whenever we're playing. That's been the message all year. We practice every Wednesday in pads so we can do our tackle circuit, make sure we're ready to go, play blocks, all those types of things, and I think it shows on Sundays.
I'm kind of curious, like going into the game, like Lamar Jackson is a unicorn within itself, but Derrick Henry's no slouch either. So What was the game plan? Was it more of an emphasis to stop Derrick Henry, or was it more to stop Lamar Jackson, or was it like you just go out there and just do your thing?
Yeah, I think it's really just go out and play our game. We knew those two players they're pretty special. Obviously, you gotta try and stop the run game first. With Derrick Henry, and then once they start passing the ball, you gotta contain Lamar and not allow him to get outside the pocket and move around on his feet. And on that first, I think it was the first drive, we let him get outside the pocket, and we weren't sticking on our receivers, and they had a big one on us. So that was a point of emphasis, going throughout the rest of the game. When we understood that he was going to get outside the pocket and make plays with his feet. We just had to stay in coverage as long as we could and not allow him to hit those big plays.
Elliot, was that the biggest play they've given up this year?
The Zay Flowers?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Because I don't remember.
Green Bay week 1, there was a few, but outside of that,
I don't even remember week 1. I was going to say, this team doesn't
feels
give
like
up
preseason.
Big plays, yeah. So it's probably more since the bye week, the way the defense has been playing and the lack of explosive plays. And it really took Lamar running around a little bit to make that play.
Yeah, I mean, look, you mentioned Lamar and Derrick Henry are special players, and you're right, but at the same time, you did get one in on Derrick Henry. I'm surprised we've gone this long without talking about it.
Gonna let you have it.
I mean, come on, that's what everyone wants to hear. So
we want to hear how you dumped King Henry on his head yesterday.
So just take us through that play and just what it was like to land that hit on him.
Yeah, it was. I was just playing my coverage. I wasn't expecting to do the whole, pick him up and put him down thing. I was just trying to run through him. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
I felt it a little bit for sure. But it felt pretty good to make that hit.
Do you feel like a bit of a welcome to the NFL moment? Obviously, you played against some great players. You had that great play against Jamar Chase, but I mean, yesterday, I was there in Baltimore. That was quite the atmosphere. It's the Ravens. It's snowing. Playoff implications. Just what was that like for you to play in that type of environment and to make that type of play against some great players?
Yeah, it was awesome. Just last year I was watching those guys, play on TV. Watched them play in college. 2 Heisman Trophy winners. So it's pretty surreal to be on the same field as them. But I love it. I love the challenge of playing against the best. Each and every week. That's why I strive to get to this league, to play against the best in the world. And it's a lot of fun to be able to go out and compete with guys like that, each and every week. Baltimore's they're a good football team. That was a good win for us. And hopefully we can, but now we got to move on and be able to continue to keep this thing rolling.
I'm curious, how does your body feel? Because you always hear about the rookie wall, and I'm just curious because I think that was something back in the day when me and Ike played, but the way you guys practice nowadays, it doesn't seem like that's a big deal nowadays. So how do you feel right about now?
I feel pretty good, actually. I feel pretty good. I didn't play a whole lot, those first 4 weeks, so I haven't.
Yeah, we forget about
played
that.
all.
Yeah, I did forget about
and
that.
most of the preseason.
Matter of fact, talked about it earlier today, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, so I haven't played all 12 games. But it's crazy. All the college teams are wrapping up their seasons.
And you still ball
right now, and we still got,
probably another 3 months.
Oh, we got another 3 months to go. Yeah,
we got hopefully a long ways to go yet. But my body feels pretty good right now. And just got to continue to take care of it throughout the week. That's the biggest thing I've learned, since coming to the NFL. Take care of your body because it's a long season, and you don't realize how long it is until you're actually in it.
So one of the things that have impressed me with your playing is how the moment never seems too big for you, right? Like listen, as a rookie, I was wide-eyed. I had to go in the game for somebody, and I was like, what? Y'all want me to go in there and play? Like, are you kidding me? So,
I remember that.
So as a rookie, I'm out there wide-eyed and a little nervous, hoping they don't run the ball my way and all those types of things. My man, you're out there making plays. Like you're not hid in the defense or anything of that nature. You're out there in the thick of things and you're making plays. So your confidence level and your ability to sort of play at this level and not have sort of that deer in the headlight look? Where does that come from?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it comes from, the guys that I have around me. They've, ever since me and Hugh and all the rookies have got there, those guys have taken us in. They don't treat us like we're rookies. They trust us out on the field. They allow us to, give our input on things, on what we see. And, it's just good communication back and forth, and making sure we're ready throughout the week, to go out there and play confident, and I think our DB coach, Coach Christian Parker, I think he's done a great job of helping us prepare as well. Meeting with him, 2 or 3 times a week, just talking about their receivers, talking about their game plan, their scheme, really just helping us prepare for Sundays, so that we can go out there and be ready to make those plays and not blink.
We've had a chance to do this show with a few rookies, and one thing you hear a lot is the Eagles have a very welcoming locker room in terms of the veterans. You don't hear a lot about like rookie hazing and that type of stuff, but it does seem like the secondary room especially is very tight. You mentioned, the guys around you have helped you. Who are some of the veterans that, have really kind of maybe gone above and beyond to help you adjust to the NFL and to get to play at this level already?
Yeah, I think Slade played a big part of it. Just technique-wise and off the field, taking care of your body. Cause he's done it for a long time. So he's played a big part in that. And then Avante, when I came in, learning the same position that he plays, he's done everything he can, to make sure that I'm ready to go and to be ready on Sundays, to play that nickel position. And then Reed's been a big help too, for me, just learning the defense and taking it all in, and really making sure I understand the ins and outs of our defense.
Was that surprising to you that Avante was so welcoming and helpful? Because obviously people say the NFL is a business, and you are playing. You're playing snaps, and let's be honest, used to be his. But my experience around Avante, he is a great guy. He's very helpful. But were you surprised that he was so helpful to you?
I don't think I was surprised. No, I mean, I think, as I got to know him more, you understand, what kind of leader he is, what kind of teammate he is. And I think he's a team player. He wants what's best for the team. And he's done a great job of helping me. I damn sure wouldn't be playing, as confident as I am right now without him. He's helped me, learn the position, and learn how to play to the best of my ability. So I'm grateful to have a teammate like him.
Having fun out there? You, Coop, you having fun out there playing?
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I'm
having a lot of fun.
I look at you guys out there, and it's such a young, energetic group. It seems like you guys feed off each other. One thing I've been so impressed with is it seems like there's a closeness here, and you guys haven't played together a whole lot. So to have a group come together in its first year and have the type of chemistry that it seems like you guys have on defense has to say a lot about, I guess, the leaders in the room. But not only that, the young players. To me, it says you're good young players, and you come in with the right frame of mind, willing to learn, willing to work hard, but at the same time, you're holding up your end of the bargain as well as a player.
Yeah, I think the older guys have done a great job of helping bring this team together, and Coach DeJean has done a great job as well. The first day we got there, one of the big points was the ability to connect with your teammates on a high level. Just so you have confidence in each other. When we're out on that field, that we're going to give it our all. Every single snap. And I feel like we've done that, really well. Just everybody connecting on the same page, having fun. It almost feels like a college locker room. And you don't really get that everywhere. I feel like from what I've heard. So it's been a lot of fun.
Zach Bond said something after the game yesterday I've been thinking about. He said one thing that unifies the defense is you've all been underdogs or doubted, right? Like Zach Bond, it's his first year as a full-time starter. Nolan Smith fell to the end of the first round. And you've been one of the best rookies in the league this year.
Yeah,
like,
he should have been a first
full
round
stop.
draft pick, went in the second round.
The video, I saw the video today of Howie calling you, and he said you sat way too long, right, to when you were drafted. I'm curious, is that a chip you carry on your shoulder? Is that something you still think about? And do you feel, I guess, maybe lucky it happened because you did end up in a good situation?
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't really think about it a whole lot. You know, me.
So you can't name
far.
like every corner that went ahead of you.
Well, only thing
a lot of people can.
There wasn't a lot of them that went ahead of you. I was gonna say,
He thinks only 4, and one of them's here, Or one of them's with your teammate, I should say.
Yeah, no, but anytime I see that video of Howie calling me, I get chills every time. You know, this is where I wanted to be. You know, coming to my top 30 visit here. Meeting with everybody, meeting with Coach Sirianni. You know, this is the place I want to be, and you know, I do feel like, you know, that it happened the way it did. You know, to be able to be here on a good football team, you know, and being able to make an impact.
Well, we definitely feel lucky that you fell to us and Howie was able to scoop in there and get you in that second round, because a lot of us, myself, wanted you in the first round. So just saying, with my pre-draft
You've been waiting to say that too.
Yeah, I'm just saying, my pre-draft prediction, I did have us taking you in the first round. In all seriousness, Coach Fangio, my goodness, man, he has come in and transformed this defense. You weren't here last year, so you don't have to necessarily deal with anything that happened last year. We watched the team last year not finish up strong, and to have a new coordinator come in and get you guys to play at the level in which you're top 5, top defense.
Number 1 scoring defense,
Number one scoring defense in the league. How's it been playing for a guy like Coach Fangio?
It's been great. You know, he's an old school guy. You know, which is good. You know, his scheme's pretty similar to what I ran in college. You know, so it's been fun to learn it. You know, there's a lot of different techniques though. You know, so it's been good to learn those. You know, but he's a pretty serious guy. You know, not a whole lot of laughing and stuff like that.
Interesting between him and Nick. Seems like maybe 2 different personalities a little bit there.
You know, but he's always trying to find a way to make our defense better. You know, and even when we come in after a big win, you know, he's always trying to find, you know, things that we can work on or we could have done better in the game. You know, just so, you know, when they happen again down the stretch, that they don't hurt us the same way again. You know, so it's been fun to play for a coach like him.
Now, I know you talked about the fact that you didn't get a chance to play early in the season, but I'm curious to know, like, for me, when I was a rookie, I remember being out there and the game moving really, really fast. Then all of a sudden, it just slowed down and everything became more clear. When did that happen for you? When was that moment when you just was out there and it just became like playing in college for you?
Yeah, I think throughout that first game that I started, you know, and then on from there, it was really when I started to settle in. You know, that first game was, you know, I had to settle in there a little bit. You know, after you get that first hit, you know, things.
Was the Cleveland game your first game?
Yeah,
the Cleveland game.
Yeah, yep. Things kind of start to slow down a little bit after you get that first hit. You know, but I think, you know, I've been able to settle in, you know, more and more each and every week.
Seems like the defense got better when you became a starter.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to attribute it all to you, Cooper, but I'm just saying.
I mean, the coverage got tighter.
The coverage got tighter. We became a little more versatile.
And it feels like, and this is just me talking. This is from my perspective.
MVP for Coop, MVP.
But it feels like when you came out there, everybody else wanted to tackle just a little bit better than the same year. I mean, I'm just saying, is that something that I'm just curious, when you're at practice and they're going through tackling fundamentals, are you like the teaching point? Are you like the catalyst for the tackling fundamentals?
Saying you're a great tackler. Yeah,
no, I'm saying like
good form
like
tackler.
dude.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're right.
You're really the one thing that I notice about you is like when you come up, a lot of DBs, they like to break down right before they make contact. You don't do that. You tackle high and he shoots your shot, and you're a pretty sure tackler. So I'm serious. I'm curious. do guys look at you and say, well, yo, how do you do that? Because that's one of the biggest things that I noticed when you got on the field. It just felt like everybody else was trying to tackle like you were tackling.
I think it goes back to our bye week and just looking back on how we played those first 4 weeks. I don't think it's necessarily me coming in there.
Yeah, come on, man, you got to blush.
But I think it's us, just looking at our defense and figuring out where we need to get better and tackling was something that we needed to get better at, and challenging receivers at the line. It felt like we were playing too passive those first 4 weeks. So that's what we've been trying to focus on is playing aggressive, not playing passive, challenging people at the line, making teams earn everything. Stopping the run and being physical. Physicality is the most important thing that we've focused on, I think, since that bye week.
And you guys look like you're having fun, man. I can't stress enough that third quarter, you guys are out there the whole quarter. And to me, it didn't look like you showed any signs of slowing down. You were still flying around the ball. And I tell you what, man, to have that this late in the season, when we get ready to have a playoff push, that is huge.
Yeah. No, it really is. And Jalen Carter, when we come back, I want to ask you about a couple of your teammates.
The big fella.
Jalen up front, your rookie classmate, and Quinyon. I swear, for a guy that's played as well as Quinyon Mitchell has played, I don't ever hear him talk or say anything anywhere. You almost don't even know he's on the team until game day. Like, you see him out there on game day, it's like, oh, yeah, there's Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, they never throw it at him, so
right,
it's hard to. Yeah.
Such a good player, man. Such a great young core of players that has this city excited about defense once again. Hugh, defense is back in Philadelphia, baby. The defense is back. Seriously, defense is back.
They're playing all right.
So Hugh has to dye his beard green.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that too as well. Yeah. Take a quick break. We're back with more of Eagles rookie star Cooper DeJean. We're here at Chickie Beach in South Philly. It's the Players Lounge right here on 94 WIP.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Russell Wilson threw for 414 yards and 3 scores. Steelers topped the Bengals 44-38. Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts each ran for a touchdown. Eagles topped the Ravens 24-19. Anthony Richardson threw a touchdown pass with 12 seconds left, then ran for the game-winning 2-point conversion. Colts beat the Patriots 25-24. Jaden Daniels threw for 3 scores, ran for another. Commanders dominate the Titans 42-19. Vikings came back to beat the Cards 23-22. Bucks rallied to beat the Panthers in overtime by 3. Chargers topped the Falcons 17-13. Kirk Cousins threw 4 picks. Seahawks beat the Jets 26-21 in Geno Smith's return to New York. Texans held off the Jags by 3. Rams beat the Saints 21-14. And on a snowy Sunday night in Buffalo, Josh Allen became the first quarterback with a passing TD, rushing score, and receiving touchdown in the same game. Bills beat the Niners 35-10. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and more. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
Curbside pickup available and the lowest prices for over 30 years only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
The best holiday plans come from the back seat.
I want a hot chocolate. I want to go sledding. Mom, play our holiday playlist. Yeah, play it.
Enjoy safe family trips this season. Sign and drive on select Volvo SUVs during the Holiday Safely Sales event.
We all must do our part to keep our roadways safe. When driving, look out for pedestrians. Slow down and keep a 4-foot distance while passing. Let's look out for each other. Safety is a shared responsibility. Brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
The Toyota Men's Big 5 Classic brings together the city's 6 Division I basketball teams, each battling for bragging rights in a one-day triple header at Wells Fargo Center on December 7th. Tickets are available now only at big5classic.com.
This Black Friday, shop at Hellsberg and get up to 65% off select jewelry, like a unique engagement ring to say,
I want to spend my life with you.
a stylish pendant that says,
I think you're a pretty good catch.
or huggy hoop earrings that tell her.
See, I was listening.
Come to the Hellsberg Black Friday sale and get up to 65% off select engagement rings and fine jewelry. A perfect gift designed with the love and care worthy of your story. Visit a Hellsberg store or hellsberg.com.
Eagles fans deserve the best. That's why when you buy a maintenance-free AAA premium auto battery, you get a 3-year free replacement warranty. Call for immediate service today. We'll bring the battery to you and install it without delay. You can also shop AAA stores or order online and schedule delivery. AAA members get an exclusive discount, but you don't have to be a member to get peace of mind powered by a battery you can trust. Learn more at AAA.com/battery.
Thanksgiving might be over, but the season of gatherings isn't done yet. Make your next holiday meal unforgettable with Hatfield. That's right, I said it. Say it with me. Put pork on your fork. Hatfield's delicious marinated pork tenderloins, bacon. Y'all know how I feel about bacon. I love bacon. Ham and ham steaks are the perfect centerpiece for any holiday meal. Need inspiration? Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes. This season, go beyond tradition and find your flavor with Hatfield.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Back to the Players Lounge on your home for Eagles football. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
I can't with Monty G, man. I can't. Welcome back to Sports Radio 94 WIP. Monty, I can't compete with you, dog.
Can't compete with that feedback either.
The great Monty G in the house, man. The great Monty G in the house. Welcome back. Like the fourth shout out. I'm just saying. Welcome back to Sports Radio 94 WIP. It is the Chickies and Pete's Players Lounge. And in case you didn't know, Chickies and Pete's is the official sports bar of our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. It's also the #1 sports bar in North America. That is. Pete, did I get all of it? I got all of it, Pete. I got all of it. Now we can get back to Cooper. Coop, before we went to break, I was asking you about a couple of your teammates. Jalen Carter. Give me your thought of Jalen Carter. When somebody says Jalen Carter, what's the first thought you think?
He's just a freak. You know, I mean, on the
you watch him
field,
on film, you're like,
yeah, the things he does, how he's able to play blocks, how athletic he is, you know, for how big he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy the things that he does, you know, on film.
You guys are going to be playing a lot of football together for a lot of years, man, hopefully in that midnight green.
Yeah, man.
What's he like off the field? Like as a teammate?
He's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Is he okay? He can be quiet.
Personality, okay.
He's a little bit of a he's a little pistol starter. He like to get it popping. He talks a lot of trash.
You need one of those.
No, I mean he is, but
that was you.
You're gonna hear it from him.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying he gets it popping.
Yeah.
Because he was all in Lamar face.
Yeah, you're gonna hear it from him. You know,
Yeah.
even when he's walking on the field, you know, when the kickoff return team's coming off the field, you know, he's talking shit to them. So it's
dump that.
It's good to
Dump
have
that.
those guys.
So
we like the fact that you're comfortable with him.
yeah, we love it. So he's like the new BG, or nobody compares to BG.
I don't know if he's on BG's level. BG will go all game. And he'll make sure it's loud too.
That had to be pretty cool to have him there to break you guys down yesterday. Because I understand not having him a part of the team. I know he's there, but he's not playing, so it could be a little difficult. What was that like yesterday? You know, BG not in uniform.
yeah, it was different. Him not being on the field, hearing his voice on the field, it was different for sure. Not having his leadership out there on the field, but I think a lot of guys have stepped up, and being vocal out on the field. You can still hear him on the sideline though. That's for sure. Which is great. It's tough to lose a guy like him. He's such a great leader. In the meeting rooms, on the field. But I think a lot of guys have stepped up, and I know BG is going to be there still every step of the way.
It's got to be crazy how much your life has changed in a year, right? Like, just look, we got people here, DeJean jerseys, people are lined up. But one thing I think is cool about it from the outside looking in is you get to go through it with Quinyon. Your lockers are next to each other. You were drafted together. We all know Quinyon's a great player. We see that every week. But I'm curious, what's it been like going through this experience with him through your rookie year?
I think it's made it easier. It's made it a lot easier. Especially since we're in the same position group. Just to be able to learn the defense together. Learn multiple positions together. We're always meeting with Coach CP together. Trying to ask questions. Figure things out. What do we need to look for? Throughout the week. But I think it's made it easier on both of us. Coming in together and learning together. I think it's allowed us to just go out there and play confident, knowing that we put in the work, throughout the week, to have that confidence on the field.
Now, I don't know if you heard, but in the afternoon show, we tried to come up with a nickname for you guys.
Oh, here we go.
Did you get bread and butter? Did you hear about the bread and butter nickname?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, man.
Well, apparently Reed signed a loaf of
gave us,
bread, I think.
Reed gave a seal of approval for the bread and butter. And then you guys show up to the game with Exciting Whites T-shirts on, and we had to throw bread and butter out the window.
I like Exciting Whites.
Yeah, so we're all with Exciting Whites. So how did that come about? And, I mean, we're part of a different delegation, so bring us in. Bring me and Hugh in.
We were. I was actually walking around in the mall one day, and these two kids came up, and to talk to us, and they said they talked to me, and they said they had made these shirts, and I told them to send them to me, and they sent us two, and me and Reed, thought it'd be funny to wear them, show up together for a game, to wear them together. Walking in.
No, it was classic. It's classic.
Smartest decision those kids ever made.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you'll learn about this city. We will latch on to anything, man. Yeah. So we're gonna run with that one. I think that's a great name for you guys. And what it really is I think people are excited and happy about the young players on this defense, right? The young players on this defense. And we got a lot of young talent that's going to get a chance to play together, grow together, and you guys got something you can build on that could be lasting. Like, you guys can really make your mark, because the two Super Bowl teams, the one in 22 and the one in 17, while they had great players on those teams, they were older players. Mm-hmm. And so the sustainability wasn't there where that unit could sort of play together 4 or 5 years. We feel like with the age group on that side of the football, you guys got a chance to be around playing for the next 4 or 5 years together.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. We got, like you said, we got a lot of young talent. On our defense, guys who just go out there and play ball. Really, they don't.
21.
They don't. I'm 21. Yeah. Don't try to. We don't try to overdo it. I think we just go out there and play ball. Hustle the ball. Play as physical as we can.
I know you guys are focused on the Carolina Panthers for sure, and I know Nick always says, it's boring to focus on the next one. But I am curious.
We don't drink perfume. We smell it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're aware. But I'm curious. Like, do you get the sense, or do you guys talk about that maybe something special is building? I mean, you can focus on the next opponent, but you guys are playing outstanding. And I know we've talked a lot about how you guys focus on the details and how that's paying off. Do you guys sense like, okay, this is really starting to roll here?
I think everybody understands, that we have a special group, special team. But I don't think anybody's looking ahead. I think we understand it's a special group, but we also understand it's a week-to-week game. It's the NFL. Anything can happen each week. And the other teams always got good players too. So we gotta make sure we focus. Each and every week. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. Focus on the details. Continue to do that. And just stay locked in.
Now, I always remember in my rookie year, every team we played up against, I wanted to check and see if it was a former teammate of mine from college on that team. Any former Hawkeyes on the Panthers that you may have played with?
I didn't play with, but they got Josie Jewell.
Josie Jewell, linebacker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's the only one.
Have you had a chance to play against any of your old college teammates this year?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have. It's a little different, but it's pretty cool. Just to be able to share the field.
Yeah,
did you do the jersey swap?
Yeah, I have. I'm trying to think. I did it with Eric Hall. I know.
Okay.
From Cincinnati, which is cool. Dane Belton plays with the Giants.
Are these Iowa guys?
All these tight ends.
Yeah.
A lot of Iowa tight ends. They call
Yeah.
it tight end you.
There you go.
You
About
got
to be
George
quarterback
Kittle.
you, yeah.
Yeah, you got Kittle. Did you play with Hawkinson?
I did not know.
Who came out of Hawkinson? Laporta.
Laporta. I played with Laporta. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, played with
Good dude.
Laporta.
Yeah. Great.
That really is tight end you.
Might get to see him again, right? He's with Detroit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be
Laporta's with Detroit. So how was your holiday? Good?
Great. Yeah.
Always good?
Yeah.
I see your girl is with you today.
Yeah.
The girl is with you. Was your family out for the game this weekend?
They were at the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
They make most of the game, so it's great to have.
So
them.
rookie year's been going okay for you?
Yeah. Settling in a little bit.
That's
you
it.
had a chance to explore the city at all? I mean, I'd imagine it's a little different from Iowa.
Yeah, it's a lot different. it's quite a bit different from Iowa, but I've been out a little bit.
How are these fans?
Yeah.
How are these fans for you, man?
They're wild. I love it, though. I love it.
They are great, man. They are great. And I am not just saying this because they're here. I'm saying it because I'm a living testimony to when a fan base gets behind you and supports you. Man, this is why Hugh and I have a career once football was over with, because we have fans like this who love their players, their athletes in this town. So I feel like you're going to be one of these guys that this fan base is going to be a fan favorite, man. You got anything real quick? We out at 54:37.
Nah, I mean, I just, to Ike's point, like, it's been fun watching you play. I know it's got to be crazy playing in front of the link, in front of all these guys. What's happened, like, for the few home games you've had? You've had like 2 or 3 at this point.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's the loudest stadium I've probably been in. Especially those night games. When fans have all day to tailgate. And
they're gonna get lathered up. They're gonna get lathered up here.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Good luck Sunday. Stay healthy. Hope to see you again before we're gonna see you again before the season is out. Monday Night Football is up next right here on 94 WIP. Cooper DeJean, everybody.